People who are motivated to do things, how the fuck do you do that?
Don't forget to support our shitty channel. Please.
I am always trying to hook future me up so life can be a bit easier rather than a constant slog. If I get stuff done now, then I can relax a bit more in the future, and that really makes me motivated to keep pushing. I love that you reference future you. I've spent the first part of my adult life trying to get unfucked by past me. I remember specifically buying an LCD TV when they first came out on my credit card and literally said out loud to my roommate, future me can pay for this. I do this too, and it gives me a similar good feeling to when I do something nice for someone else. I'm like, oh man, future me is going to be so happy, and then future me is like, wow, I feel so loved. Future you is praising you through memories right now. This is a key difference in people with depression. Recent studies have shown evidence that people with depression may have a negative memory bias, meaning they are more likely to focus on when things went wrong rather than when they went right. I'm still not sure how to use that information to help with my depression, other than when I am thinking about how things can go wrong, I try to recognize those thoughts, and if I can, switch it to think about how I will feel if they go right. But I do not have that "oh, I felt so good last time I did that, I need to do it again" drive, at least not for any good behaviors. Can you conceptualize it as being kind and efficient for future you? I also don't really get an endorphin bump, but I'm really lazy, so I find that arguments based on saving myself future aggravation go far. You're absolutely using that information correctly right now. Recognizing a negative behavior and making changes is an awesome first step. Be proud that you're taking charge of your emotions. Every time you do it successfully, give yourself a small reward. Remember how good it feels to defeat the bad thing. But don't beat yourself up when it doesn't work. Nothing does every time. Anyway, good for you for fighting the fight. I am too. Breaking down the massive task into bite sizes helps. Wanna climb that mountain? Just take it one step at a time. Focus on the next ridge. Acknowledge and reward your progress with breaks, snacks. Focus on the journey rather than the destination. When you've reached your summit, talk about the tremendous accomplishment, and try not to think about the next mountain. While in the context of hiking, the principles apply to almost every task, no matter how big or small. Edit. Thank you all for affirming this philosophy and for your thanks. Especially to the very kind people who awarded the post gold. You're all awesome, and I wish you all success in all your future ventures. Always start small. It's not about tidying your room, it's I'm going to take all my cups downstairs. While you are doing that, you may suddenly get the motivation to also wash the cups, and maybe the plates that are on the side. And while you are at it, maybe your waste bin near your desk can be emptied too. And if it doesn't lead anywhere, well, your task was to take 5 cups downstairs. You succeeded. You can get that little boost of success. A few weeks ago, sweeping my back garden ended up leading to me completely repainting the fence, fixing a few broke panels, and building a new arch over the gate. From Small Acorns, the best advice similar to this is to just keep starting. Sit down or whatever and do something, even if it's just write a heading. Keep starting. Every day, focus on the process, not the outcome. In sports and fitness, this is a huge thing. For example, do not say I want to lose 20 pounds, say I'm going to cut out soda this week, then next week I'm going to walk every second day, or whatever. And this applies to almost anything. Want to do well in an exam, study 20 minutes a night every night. Need to clean your room, as you say, take out the cups. The other benefit is that the process often becomes part of your everyday, and suddenly the outcomes happen almost automatically. For dishes specifically, I usually start the cleanup with something I call a dirty plate party. I have a specific music playlist I put, with songs that are fun to sing along to, and have rhythm. Then I start the party, and dance, clean, with all the spoons to never gonna give you up, then the forks and knives to hey ya, then glasses to CoverGirl, then all the plates and cups to 2 songs by Little Big. When everyone is clean and dried, Wonderwall comes on, the party is over, and everyone needs help getting home to their shelves, drawers and cupboards. It's really fun actually, but only when there's a lot of dirty dishes. Instead of going out for beer every day of the week, it's much more fun having a giant disco party every Saturday. I don't wait for motivation anymore. I just do what I need to do. Half the time the I don't feel like doing this feeling goes away within minutes. Yes, motivation is not the answer, self-discipline is. Then how do you get disciplined? Start small, make it regular. Do 1 push-up per day. Walk once per day. Read 1 page of a book you've been meaning to per day. Make it so easy you can't talk yourself out of it, then do it every day without fail. Even small achievements have outsized effects on your mood and confidence, and you will naturally want to do more as time goes on. It will creep into every area of your life. It becomes addictive. Discipline is just like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Honestly, thinking about starting is worse than actually starting. So I make a deal with myself. 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing, so I tell myself that I'll do 10% of my goal, which is always super fucking easy, and then I'll stop. That's still better than nothing, so I will be making progress, but the thing no longer feels like a mountain to climb. And then when I get to that 10% I ask myself how I'm feeling and if I want to do another 10%. Since I've already started, usually I will want to keep going. But occasionally I really just don't want to, so I'll stop. But I don't shame myself, because I still did something which is better than nothing. Rinse and repeat. Edit. Thanks for the gold, y'all. I have 2 now, so anyone else who wants to gill me should instead donate the funds to a charity that helps get black people out of jail. The thing I realized is that motivated people don't magically feel like doing things, they just actually do things. It's action, not feelings. You know how you have a thought, I should go do 20, and then you kinda push it off for whatever reason? Maybe you're waiting for a commercial, or to feel like doing it, or just another 5 minutes. Act immediately upon having the thought. Try not to give yourself time to realize you don't want to do it. I made it into a game. If I think I should do something, I try to immediately do it. It's like jumping into a cold pool. By the time I realize I don't feel like doing it, I'm already started. I also heard a saying years ago, done is better than perfect. It's constantly proven itself to be true. But honestly, Nike figured it out years ago. Just do it. It really is that simple. Done is better than perfect. Perfectionism is the mother of procrastination. People who do things badly are still doing something, while those who strive for perfection rarely leave the planning stage. My father was a perfectionist, and preached perfectionism, not every day, but a couple dozen times a year. Anything worth doing is worth doing right, he used to always say, and still does, at the age of 93. All my life I felt like I could rarely do anything perfectly, and it was always easier not to do anything, or do it half-assed, and explain away that I could have done better if I really tried, knowing I still wouldn't be perfect. More paralyzing than I care to admit, it's like getting up for work on a winter's day. The more you lay there saying in 5 more minutes, the less it happens. If you just don't think and get up, it's really not that bad. Do what you say, not say what you do. I probably have ADHD, maybe on the autism spectrum. My son is diagnosed. My mind, when I go to clean up stuff, it's like a fog, or a signal cutting out, that I find it super difficult to stay on task or finish. I have to be systematic, e.g. I'm going to start at one end and go to the other. I don't see clutter. Things get pushed to the side, to a corner of a table, and then I stop noticing them so I don't put them back. It's really about making it a habit. Getting up and being motivated to do something comes easier the more you push yourself to do it. Discipline is the key word many people overlook. Nested within that is integrity. Motivation is fleeting and needs its embers to be frequently restoked, else the flame goes out for good. Discipline is a conscious decision one can make. Maintaining it inherently includes being honest with the person you see in the mirror, and therein lies the integrity. So make PGs, personal guarantees, to yourself and hold yourself responsible. This motivation comes and goes, you just need to find what makes you want to get up in the morning. Try to think about the bigger picture and set future goals for yourself when you're in a good mood, and then do your best to stick to those goals.